Sontor, we believe that we can achieve short to midterm 8 to 9% efficiency on the total module, stabilized efficiency, and the best current modules are above 7.5% stabilized on the total efficiency. Calyxo, we have already achieved on a cell level values not too far away from the record values. We believe that we can achieve here short to midterm 7 to 10%, and we have achieved 6.5% up to today on the best modules. At this point, I want to say that we are really at the beginning of the commercialization of these technologies. So these values really present values of first modules in the production lines or test lines. And this year is the thrilling year where we start entering the market with our thin film modules. Therefore, we can only make a very rough estimate on how segments may look like, because I guess to really have it more precise, we will need some more years of experience and values, measurements. But this is how segmentation may look like. Crystalline silicon are really very well suited for small area applications. That might also include tracking systems on large power plants, but also small rooftops, etc. Cadmium telluride, we believe, similar like first, are great modules for huge power plants, free field. CAGS, due to the great optics and high efficiencies, may be well suited for BIPV applications with a high visibility, small areas. Micromorph technology, probably very good for large roof application, power plants. And VHF offers due to its flexibility a huge range of possibilities from consumer goods to lightweight BIPV applications. I think this is the product where you can be most creative. Here a picture of CSG. I now get a little bit more into details of the single products. This is the only product worldwide, to my knowledge, that really produces crystalline silicon layers on glass directly. We've already brought into the market some megawatts of this product. VHF, as I said, amorphous silicon on glass, great for consumer products. These products have already been sold into the market and with, I would say, great success. We're currently working on roof applications, building integrated PV, and lightweight modules. And we believe that Flexcell has the chance to really offer great BIPV lightweight products also for large-scale applications. Calyxo is a joint venture where we own, as a QCELS group, 93% and 7% stems from solar fields. And here again, I repeat what I said before. It is extremely important in our view to have great, very good technology partners who have a lot of experience. And solar fields, I guess, is one of the very few institutes or companies that has already several years of cadmium telluride experience here. One speciality here is that we don't use typical vacuum technologies, but a vacuum-free deposition method, and we hope that we can thereby achieve low capex and high throughputs and some cost reduction potentials as well. We expect high energy yields and low energy payback times. Sontor, here on the left, you'll see the first modules already in use on the Sontor production line in Thalheim. In the back, by the way, you see a little bit of the Solar Valley, a lot of cranes and construction sites. And yeah, here we believe that these modules, we don't believe, we know that they have a great optics. So we might also be able to, apart from flat roof installations, use them in certain BIPV applications, facades, etc. We expect, hopefully, a relatively low BOS cost due to the larger module side and glass modules, which allow flat installation. The same accounts, by the way, for the Calyxo modules. Low energy payback time. And what we've already shown is a significantly higher efficiency than typical amorphous silicon modules, and thereby also at cost advantages on the BOS side. So Libro, picture here of our modules. As I said, highest efficiency in CIJS. Again, low energy payback time. And we will offer these modules framed and frameless. The framed version also to allow it for smaller application and distribution channels. So now I've introduced you the reasons for different thin film technologies that we have in-house and where we stay at the moment. What is the growth strategy of the thin film? The second part to really reach cost competitiveness. Qcells, I guess, is known as a very fast-growing company. Here you see the production from the start up to last year, where we've reached number 1 with 390 megawatt peak. We plan to continue in the group the growth or even accelerate it. The current prospect is more than 1.5 gigawatt peak production of solar cells in the year 2010. And 400 to 600 megawatt peak of production of thin film modules. That's the current expectation in the thin film area. If you take these two numbers together and compare it to the production of last year, that's a factor of 5, only from 2007 to 2010. So we'll have a lot of work to do in-house. But I guess that accounts for many other companies that are sitting here today as well. This is how a capacity ramp up looks like for the solar cell area in order to achieve this growth. You see from mid-2007 we had a nominal production capacity of 450 megawatts, and we expect to have a production capacity of more than 1 gigawatt peak end of Q1 next year. This is how growth looks like for the thin film sector. One example of Solibro, we had really almost a greenfield end of August last year. In April, we had the complete production site up and running, and we had the first modules out with some of them already having double-digit number. And I think this might be, I don't have done all the statistics yet, but this might be one record time for building up a very first production line with a new thin film technology. With the other thin film daughters, it's similar. Sontor has the 25 megawatt peak production now in the initial production stage, and we've already taken the decision for further growth with an additional 60 megawatt line that will be up and running mid of next year. Same accounts for Calyxo. Calyxo is in an early ramp up of the production, but we already decided to expand already, and we have there as well a 60 megawatt peak in addition mid of next year, the latest. Flexibles up at 25 megawatt. So now I'm at the last slide, give you a little bit of prospect, how such a growth may look like geographically. You see on the right side, the old Qcells, as I always call it, where everything started off with a very small square on the very right bottom. Up to 2005, there was nothing more than the circle. Today, we have all this area of around 70 acres that we've already used halfway through. We have more space up to the highway, Microtech Park number 3 and below. And then now we have, in addition, more space in Malaysia. I called it Solar Valley number 2. And as Edwin just mentioned, we now have as I call it, Solar Valley number 3 in Mexico. So a lot of space to grow as quick as possible, also for the thin film area. Thank you very much for your attention.